Hello, good morning, friends. Good morning, student friends. Today we are going to see the present perfect tense. So, this is the third tense in present because already we have seen in the previous class simple present tense and present continuous tense. This is the third tense, present perfect tense. So, in present perfect, we use the helping verbs has and have in the sentence, and also third form of the verb. So in the present perfect tense there is a connection between present and past. Even though it is present perfect, this tense deals with the action done in the past. There are some actions which were performed in the past, but the result can be felt, or it will have the result or effect in the present tense. So for such kind of actions, for such kind of situation, we use present perfect tense. Let me give two examples how the present perfect tense is used in our day to day situations. We have one sentence: I missed my mobile yesterday. So I missed my mobile yesterday. Here the verb is missed, and it is used in the verb is used in simple past tense form because we have the time of completion of the action. So when we know the time of completion of action, we have to use simple past tense. So this is the rule for simple past tense. Suppose if you have a sentence like this: I have missed my mobile. So I have missed my mobile. So what is the meaning for this sentence? This action happened in the recent past. This action happened in the recent past. So that is why we are using I have missed my mobile. Okay. So that means just half an hour before or 10 minutes before, that person has missed the mobile somewhere. So this is the meaning. So action completed in the recent past, it has an effect in the present also. So this is the situation. This is one situation used in which we have to use present perfect tense. So the first situation in which we use present perfect tense is in order to denote the past completed action which has some effect in the present. Now the second usage or the second situation in which we have to use present perfect tense is the past unfinished action. Past unfinished action. Okay. So, what do you mean by past unfinished action? So, how to identify this situation or how to understand this point? I will give one example. I have worked here for 2 years. I have worked here for 2 years. So here the helping verb have is used and worked is the third form of the verb work. The meaning of the sentence is the action is not finished. So he has been working in that place for 2 years. So now also the same person continues to work in the same company. So the action started 2 years ago and even now the thing is going on. So for this past unfinished action we have to use the present perfect tense. Sometimes we use the word just to denote some actions. So I will give one example. I have just sent the mail. Okay, so I have just sent the mail. So the word just is used here to denote that the action was completed in the recent past. Another situation in which we use present perfect tense is that when the time of action is not specified or not known. When the time of action is not known or specified, we can use the present perfect tense. I have completed the project. So here the time of action is not given, so we can use the present perfect tense. So these are all some situations in which we can use present perfect tense. Once again I will revise. So present perfect tense is a tense which connects present and past. There are some actions which were performed in the past and the effect of that action can be felt in the present. So for these kind of actions we use present perfect tense. So for present perfect tense we have to use the helping verb has and have along with the third form of the verb. So in order to denote the past truth we can use present perfect. Example, I have visited Chennai. So it is a past truth. Then in order to denote the past completed action we can use present perfect tense. Example, I have completed my project. Then in order to denote the past unfinished action we can use present perfect tense. Example, I have worked here for 2 years. Then in order to denote the recent past action just completed we can use present perfect tense. Example, I have just sent the email. There are some sentences in which we use the time, this week, this month, this year. So for these sentences we can use present perfect tense. For example, I have seen 3 movies this week. Okay, so this week, this year, this month, when we say like this to denote a completed action, we can use have and has, that is the present perfect tense. Now see this example, my grandpa has visited London 3 times. So in this sentence, present perfect tense is used in order to denote the visit of the grandpa to London 3 times. Suppose if the same sentence is used in simple past tense, that means my grandpa visited London 3 times. There is a vast difference between the meaning of these two sentences. The first present perfect tense, it gives the meaning that the grandpa is still alive. The second, simple past tense, when the same sentence is used in simple past tense, my grandpa visited London 3 times, that means grandpa is no more. He passed away. He is no more. That is the meaning. So we have to use the tense correctly. Sometimes it will give a strange meaning. It will make the receiver of the communication to understand in a different manner. So we have to be careful in using the tenses in general. Then regarding the usage of has and have in the present perfect tense. So has is used for third person singular. He has, she has, it has, or any name. Uh, Raghu has, like that. Regarding the usage of have, I have, we have, you have, they have. So this is the pattern for using has and have. It is similar to adding yes along with the verb in simple present tense. So the same pronouns or the same singular plural subjects come here for the usage of has and have also. Then after has and have, we have to use the third form of the verb correctly. If you don't know the third form of the verb, then there is you may commit mistake in using present perfect tense. So for all the verb we have 3 forms. So we have to use the third form in the uh, perfect tense, whether it is present perfect, past perfect, or future perfect. For all the perfect tense we have to use the third form. The third form is nothing but the past participle form. For example, go, went, gone. So go is the first form, it is the went is the second form, and gone is the third form. So for all the verbs we have to know all the 3 forms. Sometimes there may be spelling difference in the 3 forms. There are some verbs in which the spelling will be the same for all the 3 forms, and there are some verbs in which the second form and third form will be same, and there are some verbs in which first form and third form will be the same. Come, came, come. So first form and third form are same here. Mm, think, thought, thought. So for this verb, second form and third form are same. For example, cut, cut, cut. Here all the three forms are same. So like this, you have to be familiar with the three forms of the verb. Then only you can use the present perfect tense in an effective manner. So this present perfect tense is a unique tense in English, and we may not find this kind of tense in other languages. So we should not simply translate it in our mother tongue, or we should not think in our mother tongue. We have to learn the structure of the present perfect tense, and by using often and often we can become well versed with this tense. So this present perfect tense is really a very interesting tense. So we should not translate the present perfect in your own language. We have to accept the concept of the tense, and we have to think, we have to learn to think present perfect. So this is what we have to do regarding the usage of present perfect tense. And in present perfect we have a contraction. So contraction, you mean writing in a short form, that is I have can be written as like I, then apostrophe ve. He has, it can be written as he apostrophe s. So this is called a contraction in present perfect tense. Likewise in the past perfect also we use had. So this is the contraction of we had. In the case of a negative sentence, we can contract, we can contract only not and not the auxiliary verb. For example, have not, it can be contracted like this. Has not, it can be contracted like this. So in this case we cannot contract the auxiliary verb. So this thing you have to remember. So I hope you have understood the definition, structure, and situation in which we have to use present perfect tense. And the very important thing is you have to be familiar with the third form, three forms of the verbs, and when to use has and have. So keeping all these things, when you understand the situation and use this present perfect tense, this will be, it will be helpful for you in your written and oral. So thank you one and all. We shall meet in the next class.